Ashlynne, it was great to have you at church this morning, up on stage, just talking to us. Tell us about where you're going. So you're going to Ethiopia.
Yeah.
It was called what again?
It's called Addis Ababa.
And that's the capital.
Yeah.
Did you go there last year?
Yeah, we spent the night there, our first night, and then we went to a camp that was about 4 hours from the capital, and then we went back to Addis to do the other camp that we did. And that's about what we'll be doing this time around as well.
Now, how old are you?
22.
22. And you go to Wesleyan College?
I went to Tennessee Wesleyan.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so, what made you, I guess, get involved in mission trips? What got you the idea?
I was sitting at a camp, and a lot of my friends that did the camp with me had just gotten back from Ethiopia the year before I went, and they had just some incredible stories about how God moved and how God worked in that place. And so that's where the Lord kind of gave me the idea, sparked that fire, I guess, to go back or to go there. And so I talked with our church leader, and we got everything figured out, and before we knew it, I was on a plane to Ethiopia last year. And then, yeah, it was one of the most incredible experiences of my life. The Lord just radically transformed my relationship with Him through that experience. And so now I'm fortunate enough to be able to go back and work with our partners again in Ethiopia and just share the love of Jesus with those kids, college students, and even the adults on the streets.
Right. That's really, it's so awesome. You're there in July, the 7th?
The 7th through the 18th.
Through the 18th. Wow, that's a long time. How long is the flight? How long does it take to get there?
Our flight's going to be about 14 to 15 hours.
Okay. A lot of peanuts.
Yeah.
A lot of things to wait for. Speaking of food, what do you eat there?
It's a lot of spicy foods.
Yeah.
And it's really interesting because you don't use utensils. Like when you're in America, you eat with a fork, a knife, a spoon. Well, in Ethiopia, you eat with your hands. They have this like dough-like bread, and it's injera, and so you'll take it and you'll tear it, and then you'll use it to eat the like food, and it can be anything from like curry to soup to, they love jalapenos down there, so and they're spicy, but yeah, it's really interesting. It took me a while to get used to it, but I actually kind of enjoy it, and I kind of like it now.
Oh wow, that's pretty neat. What size group goes when you all are there?
Last year we had about 12 people go, 12 to 15 I believe. This year I think we have about the same number of people going, and it's really cool because it's people from all over the U.S. We have, one of my really great friends is from Utah, and she's going to be flying into Atlanta to meet us. And then we have a group from, I think, Wyoming, and then a lot of people from Tennessee. And with Fellowship of Christian Athletes, our partnership in East Africa is Ethiopia. And so like our regional director, he goes about 4 times a year, but he brings a group of college students in July, and so I'm pretty sure there actually aren't a ton of college students. A lot of us are recently graduated or about to be graduating, but yeah, we are very excited.
Yeah, that's really neat. When you, I guess you probably get a lot of questions from people, but what do you think what would you tell someone that is considering mission work, or someone that maybe saw us this morning at church, and we just bring you out to say hello and give just a little bit of information, but someone that was either sitting there or watching this online that may be thinking, I wonder if I'm interested in doing mission work or traveling or doing something like this, what would you say to them?
I would first say to research specific areas, specific groups you could go with, and I would get connected. And honestly, if someone came and asked me like, hey, should I go to Ethiopia, I would say yes. Like I would 100% say yes, you should consider going. It's such an incredible opportunity, but I would want them to seek discernment from the Lord, and I would want them to really just research, think about what they're committing to. But it is truly a remarkable trip and a remarkable experience that I would want anyone to get to experience.
Do you see yourself going to other places?
I would love to go to other places. I have like a list of places I want to go to going, and I would love to go to like Israel or Italy, Scotland, all of the places over there in like East Asia, Central Asia, and even Africa. Like I want to go back. I want to go to Kenya, Uganda, South Africa. I just want to go
Awesome.
everywhere, it feels like.
Let's look at real quick the individuals that you serve there. Of course, you're spreading the gospel. Who are the ones that you're spreading that to? Is it children? Is it adults?
Yeah.
Who are you impacting there?
We mainly work with children, and a lot of those children come from compassion camps, which are basically camps where people come in and help those children kind of get on their feet. And since a lot of the parents there don't have a lot, and a lot of those kids actually grow up Muslim or like Orthodox Jew, and so they have the beliefs that their parents have instilled in them from birth. And so it's really cool to kind of see how Jesus like plants that seed through us. And then we also work with coaches and college students as well. And those are just trainings for the coaches and college students for them to feel more confident about sharing the gospel with their peers, with people they interact with, and coaches with their athletes or just the kids that they coach on a day-to-day basis.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for taking a minute to talk to us and
You're welcome.
come and visit with us at church. And then I just kind of pulled you out in the middle of all this going on and said, hey, let's go do a video real quick. So, put it up on our social media and let people hear a little bit more about your story. And so today Ashlynne's here to raise some money, of course, to help fund your journey to spread the gospel there in Ethiopia. And so we support her and want to continue to do that. And if you are watching this and want to do that, of course, you could reach out to us at the Crossing Church, and we can make sure that that gift gets to her. And so we're praying for you, and we think it's awesome what you're doing. And
Thank you.
This is your second year.
Yeah.
So just wish you all the best.
Thank
This
you.
is great. So, the food, I'm still interested.